For my Japan project, I'm focusing on Studio Ghibli. I've been a huge fan of the studio, and the famous animation company was founded in 1985, June 15th, by directors Hayao Miyazaki and Isao Suzuki. They have made many stunning animations such as My Neighbor Totoro and Spirited Away, almost all award-winning, with Ghibli's new 2023 film, The Boy and the Heron, winning the 2024 Best Animated Feature Film. However, I wondered where in Japan these films were set in, and found these 5 locations. When Marnie was there, it was set in Hokkaido. When Marnie Was There is a heartfelt animated film by Studio Ghibli about a young girl named Anna, who befriends a mysterious girl named Marnie. Through their friendship, Anna learns valuable lessons about love, friendship, and self-acceptance. This film beautifully depicts the emotional journey of both girls as they navigate their past and discover their true selves. Hokkaido. Hokkaido equates for about 1/5 of Japan's land area and is Japan's northernmost island. So it's quite a big island and it's the northernmost in Japan. It is also the place where the Ainu people inhabit, which would come up later. You can find mountains and volcanoes around its north-south spine, most of which are dormant, but some can even be active. Due to its bordering of the Pacific Ocean, Sea of Japan and Sea of Okhotsk, a lot of its economy relies on fishing. Whisper of the Heart is a charming coming-of-age film from Studio Ghibli that follows the story of a young girl named Shizuku, who discovers her passion for writing and music. Through her journey of self-discovery, Shizuku learns important lessons about pursuing her dreams and finding her own voice in the world. The film captures the innocence and wonder of adolescence, as well as the transformative power of creativity and determination. So, Tokyo is a pretty famous place, but let's name some facts about it. It was previously named Edo around 500 years ago, and it has 2,194 kilometers squared as its total area. It holds a population of around 15 million, which is around 12% of Japan's total population. It has a bullet train called the Series E5, travelling around 320 kilometers an hour or 200 miles per hour, making it one of the fastest in the world. Also, it is the birthplace of Toyota, the most sold car in the world. Kagoshima and Princess Mononoke. Princess Mononoke is an animated film from Studio Ghibli that follows the story of Ashitaka, a young warrior who becomes caught in a conflict between a forest spirit and the humans of Irontown. As Ashitaka navigates the worlds of gods and demons, he learns about the delicate balance between nature and humanity, and the consequences of their actions. The film explores themes of environmentalism, power, and the interconnectedness of all living beings. Kagoshima has a 547.58 kilometers squared land area. It has around a 600,000 population, and it has 2 very famous mountains, Mount Sakurajima and Mount Kirishima, both shown in the movie. Also, it has a humid subtropical climate and was a victim of World War II B-29 airstrikes. Ponyo and Hiroshima. Ponyo follows the story of a little fish girl who finds her way onto Earth and befriends a boy, who doesn't know that Ponyo's parents are actually magical sea gods. And the film is a very charming one that is a very good family watch. So let's talk about Hiroshima. Hiroshima was founded as a humble castle town in 1589 and was created on the Ota River Delta. It was originally a bay, Hiroshima Bay, and then was a prefecture before just becoming Hiroshima. It has a population of 2 million, and it is very famous for being the victim of the Fat Man atomic bomb by America in 1945, which signified the end of World War II following Japan's surrender. Dog Onsen and Spirited Away. Spirited Away follows the story of a girl who thinks she's moving house, but finds this weird alleyway and is transported into a world with mystical beasts and weird-faced people. How can she get out? Well, this movie tells you. Let's talk about Dog Onsen. It is built on the oldest hot spring ever, and it is known for its traditional but unique architecture. It's quite a tropical climate, despite being southern, and it is known for its legends of herons, egrets, which is also why it's a scene for the new film, The Boy and the Heron. Now that I've talked to you about all these 5 places, I'm going to add something to this. Let's go to Japan House in Kyoto Gardens to see if we can find more facts, and I interviewed some of their staff, and the results I got were very good. So let's go into the video. Kyoto Garden was opened in 1991 and it was a gift from Kyoto to England to commemorate the friendship the two countries had. The pond is full of a serene one and it's full of koi carps, maple trees, stone lanterns, and you might even spot a peacock or two wandering around. So you've said you've been living in Yakushima for a bit.
I lived in Kagoshima, which is the prefecture that Yakushima is in.
Yeah.
So I lived in a town on the mainland of Kyushu, but it was about an hour from Yakushima by ferry.
That's cool. So what elements of the city were the best?
I think my favorite thing about Yakushima was the nature. So it's got incredibly beautiful forests.
Yeah, that's a highlight in the movie. So.
Yeah, and you can really feel like the atmosphere of the movie in the forests there. Like it's quite misty. It rains a lot in Yakushima.
Yeah.
But it's quite misty. It's very beautiful. Like there are some incredibly old trees there that date back like centuries, which have been preserved, and there's lots of wonderful hikes. So it's just like a really cool, sort of scenic way to get in touch with nature on the island. Yeah.
Well, that's great. Is there culture in the prefect? Is there what is the culture?
So the southern islands historically would have been, actually maybe not Yakushima, but there is another indigenous population in Japan, not like this, like this one, but in the south, called the Ryukyu people.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure if it reached up to Yakushima, but it was definitely in Kagoshima. The culture is like slightly different to more northern Japan because it's subtropical there, because it's a lot hotter. So like there's no snow really ever, which is obviously very different from the north where it snows all the time. People are very friendly in the countryside, so they're very welcoming of foreigners, I found, and they're like always interested in getting to know you and learning about you, whereas further north they have a lot more tourists and they are a lot more familiar with foreigners.
Thank you. Do you know if there's any historically significant features about the prefecture? Or
Yeah, so the last samurai, Saigo Takamori, was from there.
Oh, really?
He's like pretty famous. And then there's a myth about the origins of Japan where the grandson of the sun goddess descended to a mountain and stuck his sword in the ocean, and actually it became a mountain. And that's a myth about the origin of Japan starting there.
That's really interesting, actually. I never knew that. So, did it have any impact on you? Did you have any family that lived there?
I don't have family that live there, but I am still in touch with all of my friends and old co-workers who live there, and I go back to visit as much as I can.
Well, that's great. Just my last question. It's going to sound a bit down, but are there any negatives about living there?
It is quite difficult sometimes being a foreigner there because you do stick out and there aren't that many people who speak English fluently. However, people are incredibly friendly and do really want to share their culture with you. So even though it's like, on the one hand, you feel sometimes a little bit like an outsider, on the other hand, like everyone is very welcoming. So it kind of balances out.
Well, yeah, that's all I've got. Thank you very much for answering. Thank you for making your time. So, you lived in Tokyo. What was your favourite part of Tokyo?
I see. Favorite part of Tokyo. I think my favorite part is very central, called the Minato-ku, and because quite a lot of foreigners live there, lots of embassy there. So as a foreigner myself, I really like that area.
That's good. What is the culture like in Tokyo?
Okay, I think it's like a combined with modern and traditions.
Modern and traditional.
Modern and traditions. You would see high sky buildings, and just behind high sky buildings, you will see a traditional Japanese house there. And there the granny came out of the house. You feel so interesting.
Yeah.
Combine the two cultures.
Yeah, I've seen some. They look really nice.
Have you?
Yeah, like the architecture I really like. Are there any negatives about living in Tokyo?
Negative. basically really convenient, and the only thing bothering me is the hay fever.
Hay fever.
Yeah, I'm not sure it's only Tokyo things. Yes, maybe let them out. Thank you. Not only thank you. So in the February, like this month, already started the hay fever season. And everyone wear masks, and I needed to go to hospital to have my medicine or thing. That really bothered me. Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you. Tokyo is a great town and it's very historical, but can you name anything that's really historically significant in Tokyo?
Historical. I think because they have the imperial house there.
Yeah, okay.
And that was for me is really historical.
Yeah.
I think they used to be the capital city in Nara or Kyoto. But
Yeah.
they moved to Edo period. They moved to Tokyo before they called Edo. So the imperial house is really historical. They also do free tour there.
That's great.
Can show you around.
Are you familiar with Studio Ghibli?
I'm not, so sorry.
Oh no, that's fine. But yeah, that's what the project's about. And
Okay.
yeah.
I hope I can help you because I just heard there is a Spirited Away.
Yeah, that's
There'll
one
be
of the films.
theater in London.
Oh really?
Yeah, you know the manga,
Yeah.
the animation, Spirited Away.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they will have a theater play version in London.
That's great.
You look at online.
Yeah, I should-
Also, they have the Jubilee one, Tonari no Totoro, My Neighbor Totoro,
Yeah, My
in
Neighbor
Barbican Center.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's all I've got. But
Okay.
thank you so much for your
Oh, no,
time. I
thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
You're quite knowledgeable.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, have a great day. Thank you for your
too,
time.
you too. Great to talk to you.
Thank you.